WWI Era. M1917 Light Tank, 1918. The M1917 Light Tank, introduced in 1918, was America's first mass-produced tank design. Based on European armored warfare technology, it helped the United States enter the era of mechanized combat during World War I. Interwar tanks. M1 Combat Car, 1935. The M1 Combat Car, introduced in 1935, was a fast cavalry-style armored vehicle designed for reconnaissance roles during the interwar period. M2A1 Light Tank, 1935. The M2A1 Light Tank of 1935 featured improved armament and mobility, representing early American attempts to modernize armored warfare. M2A2 Light Tank, 1936. The M2A2 Light Tank of 1936 introduced a dual-turret design, reflecting experimental American tank development during the pre-World War II years. M2A3 Light Tank, 1938. The M2A3 Light Tank of 1938 improved armor protection and firepower while maintaining high battlefield speed. M2A4 Light Tank, 1940. The M2A4 Light Tank of 1940 became the final and most advanced version of the M2 series before World War II combat expansion. World War II Light Tanks. M3 Stuart, 1941. The M3 Stuart, introduced in 1941, was a fast, light tank used extensively by Allied forces for reconnaissance and infantry support. M3A1 Stuart, 1942. The M3A1 Stuart of 1942 improved turret design and combat efficiency during early World War II battles. M5 Stuart, 1942. The M5 Stuart introduced better engines and improved battlefield reliability. M5A1 Stuart, 1943. The M5A1 Stuart became one of the most widely used American light tanks for scouting operations. M22 Locust, 1944. The M22 Locust of 1944 was an airborne light tank designed for parachute deployment during airborne operations. World War II medium tanks. M3 Lee, 1941. The M3 Lee of 1941 was a unique medium tank featuring a main gun mounted in the hull and a secondary turret weapon system. M3 Grant, 1941. The M3 Grant was the British variant of the M3 Lee, modified for Allied battlefield use. M4 Sherman, 1942. The M4 Sherman, introduced in 1942, became one of the most famous tanks of World War II, serving as the backbone of American armored forces. M4A1 Sherman, 1942. The M4A1 Sherman featured a cast hull design for improved production efficiency. M4A2 Sherman, 1943. The M4A2 Sherman introduced diesel engine reliability improvements. M4A3 Sherman, 1944. The M4A3 Sherman improved armor protection and battlefield durability. M4A4 Sherman, 1944. The M4A4 Sherman used a longer chassis design with improved engine configuration. M4A6 Sherman, 1944. The M4A6 Sherman was an experimental production variant with improved structural design. M4A3 E2 Jumbo Sherman, 1944. The Jumbo Sherman was a heavily armored assault version designed for frontline attacks. Experimental World War II tanks. T-20, 1943. The T-20 was an experimental medium tank designed to replace older Sherman models. T-22, 1943. The T-22 focused on improved automatic transmission systems. T-23, 1943. The T-23 tested electric transmission technology. T-25, 1944. The T-25 was a prototype tank with stronger firepower. T-26 Pershing prototype, 1944. The T-26 prototype eventually led to the development of the famous M-26 Pershing. Cold War tanks. M-26 Pershing, 1945. The M-26 Pershing marked America's transition into heavy post-war armored warfare. M-26E1, 1946. The M-26E1 was an upgraded Pershing variant with improved firepower. M-45 Heavy Tank, 1946. The M-45 was a heavy tank upgrade based on the Pershing platform. Patton Series. M-46 Patton, 1949. The M-46 Patton introduced improved engine and mobility upgrades. M-47 Patton, 1951. The M-47 Patton improved fire control and battlefield accuracy. M-58 Patton, 1952. The M-58 Patton introduced modernized armor and turret design. M-60 Patton, 1960. The M-60 Patton became the primary American Cold War tank. Modern Era. M1 Abrams, 1980. The M1 Abrams, introduced in 1980, became one of the world's most advanced main battle tanks. M1 Abrams, 1985. The M1 Abrams introduced improved 120mm main gun firepower. M1 Abrams, 1992. The M1 Abrams added advanced digital battlefield systems. M1 SEP variants, 2000 to 2025. Modern SEP upgrades improved armor, targeting systems, and battlefield survivability. Experimental heavy tanks. T-28 Super Heavy Tank. The T-28 was designed to destroy heavily fortified enemy defenses. T-29 Heavy Tank. The T-29 tested advanced heavy armor technology. T-30 Heavy Tank. The T-30 focused on high-caliber firepower experimentation. T-32 Heavy Tank. The T-32 improved heavy tank mobility and protection. T-34 Heavy Tank. The T-34 was another experimental heavy firepower platform. T-95 Super Heavy Tank. The T-95 was one of the heaviest tank designs ever tested. XM1 Prototype. The XM1 prototype eventually evolved into the modern Abrams tank.